Hi everyone, Raj Gavrola. Welcome. This is Experiencing Innovation and Entrepreneurial Leadership. And we're continuing with the 7 strategies of solving a performance gap. If you haven't seen the other strategies, you can go back and watch those videos. Strategy 4 was form a team. Strategy 5 is coaching. Do you know what coaching is? Do you? Have you had a coach? Or have you thought about coaching? Or have you participated in group coaching? So what I want to focus on today is exactly what is coaching. Coaching is a process to bring out what you have inside of you in a more tangible form that has more clarity so that you can go forward in a better fashion, better way. And coaching can be very specific, like extremely specific, like I have this habit and I don't like it and I want it to be this, right? Or it could be, I have this dream, I want it to be this. Or, how do I go forward with it? Which obviously would take a longer process. And then there's different types of coaches. For example, I've had several coaches. I've had a speaking coach. I've had entrepreneurial coach. I've had a life coach. Right? There's different kind of coaches and different reasons for those coaches. Now, my expertise is on human performance, life, and organizational development and breakthroughs. So am I an expert in whatever it is that your area is? No, I don't have that expertise. I might know a little something about it. But what I am an expert on is on the human performance side. And what it would take from that aspect for you to be more efficient and effective doing what you're doing and being able to ask the right questions and providing the insight based on my expertise, experience to help you go forward at a better pace or a better rate or in a better way than you might not have, just by simply asking some questions that you might not have asked. Or it could be showing you that, okay, I can understand why you have anxiety or stress over this situation. And here's the reason why, and let's put the skills in you to make this happen. It could also be just pure mental stamina. And when I say mental stamina, I don't mean that if you're in innovation, entrepreneurial leadership, and you're working, 8, 10, 16, 20 hours. Now, I'm not going to tell you how many hours for you to work. I don't know what's driving you. But what I'm saying is I'm not necessarily going to change that, but I'd make those hours more effective and efficient. And from there, you can decide whether or not that means a reduction in hours or what it means. Hopefully, you're not working 16, 20 hours. That's just a pace that's, to me, not sustainable over the long term. And then some coaching happens, like I said, for just a specific situation. I've got this event I'm preparing for. I want you on retainer, and just want you to, this is my approach. I want you to, prepare me or think me through, my approach and what you think of it. And I'll give you what I think's going on, and then I help coach through that. So it's very specific. And you do receive a solution, but the ultimate solution comes from you, that clarity that you'd be able to put together, right? In other words, if you have a glass of water, now I can provide the water, I can provide the cup if I need to, but I really can't make you drink the water. About as far as I can get is like putting it about right here to you, right? But once you do partake in it, then you know the amount you need, why you're drinking it. I mean, is it because you want it cold? Do you want lemon in it? Do you want it do you want it room temperature? You know, you have different reasons for drinking water. You ever notice that? And that's part of human performance. You ever notice how you also how you drink water is different based on situation? It's a situational awareness, right? And, you know, sometimes you might take a drink of water like I do and then dump the rest on top of your head, just depending upon what I'm doing. Do I do that in my office at work? No. But if I'm doing something outside, jogging, playing a sport, playing basketball, whatever, that's something I do. It just helps me. It makes me more effective and efficient. Puts me in the zone, as you've heard me talk about. And so that's the value of coaching. The value of coaching is to bring out what's within you. Because see, this is what I know in innovation and entrepreneur leadership. Whatever that creative, innovative idea you're working on is, well, that creative, innovative idea means that I can't just go tell this person over here what it is, because they're not going to have that same zeal, that same drive that you do for that idea, most likely. All right. I mean, just think about it. You know, one of the most famous things is the iPhone, right? Think about someone who had that idea. I guess it's Steve Jobs, I'd say. Sort of comes to mind. I don't know. Maybe it was a team of people and he led that team. But if he went and told somebody else about the idea, what could they do? They could say, "Oh, I've got no interest in that. I know nothing about that. I don't like it. Doesn't have any value to me. It's no interest whatsoever." That's simple. Or he could have went to somebody and said, "Yeah, I really like that, but I'm just totally confused on how that would happen and all the connections that would need to be made, the relationships, the work. That's just a monstrous task, monstrous dream, monstrous goal. I don't have the bandwidth to do that. I've got all these other things I'm working on," right? Then you would have some people that would maybe say, "Oh, wait a minute, I like that. You know, let me look." But here's what my thinking is. My thinking is the person, the originator of the idea, regardless of title in your company, in your organization, etc. They have something in them that needs to be brought out to expand that idea, whether they're on their own, whether they're in an organization already, whatever it may be, on a team, whatever it may be. And that's where the coaching comes in. That's where the relationship capital comes in, the social capital, the funding, even the approaches on how to dissect it. You know, what's the performance gap you need to solve? Is there a performance gap? Well, what are the benefits of this? How is it going to create greater benefits, which means that revenue is going to go higher, income will increase, and it will reduce someone's costs? All right? And does that have value? See? And the way to do that, one of the keys in order to continue to get that person moving forward is through coaching. And again, this could be in a Fortune 500 company, it could be a mid-sized company, it could be in a small business, or it could be you on your own, just starting, and you just have an idea, a creative, innovative idea. And that's the value of coaching. That's what the service is. And so, yes, you do receive a solution, a service to get you to continue going. But is it a just, this is my problem, give me this, do this, and I'm gone? No, it's not that. That's not the service. However, what you can create through coaching, what you can do through coaching, that's the solution that makes you of more skill, that gives you more of that ability to think and learn how to think, and the mental stamina, reduces stress, the anxiety. You have an ally, you have someone on retainer, etc. The zone effect for this week. The zone effect is when you're making a performance breakthrough, improvement, you're doing better. Everything's in slow motion, time's not a deterring factor, and it feels effortless. So my zone effect was that someone saw one of my videos and contacted me through social media and asked could he send me a document with questions, and gave me a little bit about who he is. I said yes. So I looked at it. It's in one of the groups that I'm in on Facebook. And first of all, I liked the questions, and many of them, or if not all of them, were in my expertise as far as human performance. And there were some other aspects in their organizational development and breakthroughs. And then we arranged a call. And when we got into the call is when I really made, or he asked, and I accepted that I be his mentor to guide him. And he did so, and I did so because of just the deepness of the conversation that we had. I could tell that he was, first of all, already in leadership in Georgia. He just had the interpersonal skills, and he had what I would say is what I'm looking for, and that's that ability to really call and sound like they have a direction that they're wanting to go, and therefore I said yes, I would be his mentor. Now, of course, I only have so much bandwidth, just like everyone, and it was his approach and just the way that he was able to the deeper conversation we had over the phone that really solidified my yes. It was not just something that was done through text, through social media, but it was really the conversation. And that's one of the things with coaching. Coaching is a conversation, it's a dialogue. And really, you're coming up with the real solution. So I also hope you have a meaningful trigger for this evening. Meaningful trigger for me is this evening I will be attending a training session, and I'm always continuing my education and learning, and that can be through speaking programs, that can be through events, that can be through reading a book, watching a video, it can be through a course. And then here it's learning, it could be practicing a skill, it could be lots of different things. But however, this is a training, and it's not necessarily a course, but obviously could easily be made into a course. And so that's what I'm doing this evening. If something here resonates with you, you can contact me at 864-569-2315 to help. My email is raj@rajgavrila.com.